Ref, what down we got?
First and 10.
First and 10.
At the 28.
Welcome everyone to the Electric Coaches channel. And this is another segment of Miniature Football 101. Electric Football 101. And there are a couple of things I want to talk about in this particular segment. One, I want to talk about this particular play in general. I'm going to show it to you in full speed. Okay? Then I'm going to slow it down. And I'm going to discuss it. And the second thing I want to talk about, I want to cover why base tweaking is essential. And this video is an example of why base tweaking is critical. There were some comments on the here on the channel talking about base tweaking being is a form of cheating, or it's not necessary, things of that nature. And I'm going to show you why base tweaking is the most important concept within the hobby of electric football. Along with, I'm going to talk about this play as well. Now, this was in Richmond, Virginia, the summer of 2019 at the Tournament of Champions event, and this was a championship game between Rafiq McDonald's Electric Football Houston Texans. Rafiq is out of the deep south, Atlanta, Georgia, and he was matched up against Kelly Newton's Electric Football Indianapolis Colts. And Kelly Newton is out of Kansas City, Missouri. So, by the way, it shows you how this hobby brings us together. We travel cross country to match up. This play is interesting. Why? Because if you remember the last video I had done, the last Miniature Football 101 video that I had done, I showed you the guys in Philadelphia during their Pro Bowl and the tremendous sack that occurred on that particular play. And I talked about how the blitzer had a clean release to the quarterback. And the reason why, because the offensive coach did not set up the proper protection for his quarterback. Well, in this video, Kelly Newton set up the perfect protection for his quarterback. But guess what? Rafiq McDonald's Texans still sacked Kelly Newton's quarterback. And I'm going to talk about that. That's the play I want to talk about. All right? So, before I move this play ahead, I want to show you the play in full speed.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands deep. Offense. Spirit. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands. Keep it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands.
Go ahead, Carol, run this. Yeah, we play too much. Fast play, fast play.
That's halftime, gentlemen.
Okay, here's Kelly Newton's Colts here. Let's get our pin up. There's Kelly Newton's Colts on the side where the X is. Well, actually, that should be an O. Let's make it an O. All right? And here are Rafiq's Texans, the X. All right? Rafiq has what appears to be a cover one defense. And he's sending everybody. Well, actually, it's a cover two, because this safety over here is set to run upfield in case the receiver gets out in the open. The rule set supports that type of positioning right there for that safety, okay? But we're not going to get into that right now. Now, if we look at the offense, Kelly Newton, he has set protection on the edges to help his left and right tackle. He also doubled protection on the right side of his offense by setting his running back here. Clean our screen up a little bit because we don't want to get too jumbled. Here's his running back that he set up. All right. Now, based on those positions, based on the positions of those players in this formation, that tells me that Kelly wants to get his running back here to do two things. One, block this blitzer here. And two, if possible, get out into open field. Those two things he wants to get that running back to do. Okay? So we have Kelly set up a sound protection. I got no problems with that formation. Now, Rafiq is sending this guy, that guy, this guy. He's sending everybody. I think if he could have sent the cheerleaders, he would have done that too. But Kelly is set up to pick up each one of those blitzers that I just circled, okay? So now, I'm going to move this play forward a little bit. And I want you to see how Kelly got his quarterback sacked. All right? Here's the start of the play. So far, everything looks good. Kelly has a clean pocket, as you can see here, right? Move it forward some more. Everything still looks good at this point. All right? Now, as far as protection goes, things look great. He doesn't have a receiver yet. Let's move it ahead some more. Right there. Now, if Kelly wants to, he can stop the board. Stopping the board is also your protection. If you keep the board on too long, bad things can happen. Kelly has a receiver right here. Open, ready to go. And he has blockers. See? Rafiq, his safeties are downfield here, here. And I believe this is one of his corners. Okay? So Rafiq also has a safety net to protect himself from getting beat for a touchdown. Okay? But look, Kelly keeps the board running. We're gonna move the play up some more. Kelly gets sacked. Kelly's quarterback got sacked right here. The reason why that happened is because Kelly kept the board on too long. See? Let's wind it back. We're going to move everything back. We're going to go over it again. Let me clear out the screen here. All right? Play goes on. Clean pocket. Move it ahead some more. Right there. Okay? Kelly kept the board on too long, like I said earlier. Now I'm going to show you why base tweaking is essential. Rafiq got that sack because his player put out maximum effort. When Rafiq tweaked his bases on his defense, as he tweaked his bases on his offense, right? The sack came from this defender right here. Okay? That defender was blocked by the running back that Kelly has set in his backfield. Both coaches did their job soundly. Okay? Hands down. Both coaches did an excellent job at play execution. play calling, but the effort was on this defensive player here. And we're going to move the play forward some more. We'll start over. We're going to move the play forward again, and we're going to watch that guy. We're going to watch this guy and this guy. And this is going to be a demonstration of why base tweaking is important. So we move the play forward. Now you see how the players respond at the initial turn of the switch. As soon as that board comes on, those players are firing. They're getting after it. Now watch at the point of attack. There it is right there. Here comes the pressure, and you see the protection from the blocking running back. Let's move it back. Let's clear this out of the way. There's the block. Now I want you to watch how the blitzer sheds the block and goes to the quarterback like the base was intended to do. In the previous Miniature Football 101 video, I talked about how your outside players, like this guy here and this guy here, their bases are set to loop into the backfield, like so. See? Like this. So when they are, if they run uninterrupted without bumping into any other figures, like you saw in the previous Miniature 101 video, the defender had a clean release. If these players run uninterrupted, this is how they're going to move. They're going to loop like you see here in the illustration, right? Now, if your base is soundly tweaked, it's got good speed, it's got good resistance, right? When that base meets another base at the point of attack, like you see in this block, that base is going to continue on like a real football player. He going to the quarterback like a real linebacker supposed to. Shed the block, move toward the ball carrier. And you see that here. Now, the running back is also doing his job. His base is tweaked too. So now it comes down to a battle of wills. Who wants it more? Which figure's base is tweaked the best? Now, that's not to say that Rafiq's tweak is better than Kelly's tweak. But at this particular time, Rafiq's player gets it done. And that's Electric Football 101. I'm Mo. Thanks for watching.